Welcome student. For today's topic, introduction of pharmaceutical chemistry, organic. So we will start with what is chemistry. Chemistry is the study of matter. Everything around us is matter and the study of matter is known as chemistry. So there is some chemical reaction going on and there are different branches of chemistry, which is analytical chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, physical chemistry and biochemistry. So we will more focus on organic chemistry. So what is organic chemistry? Study of carbon, hydrogen containing compounds is called organic chemistry. And now we will study pharmaceutical chemistry organic. So it is the same organic chemistry but in terms of pharmaceutical importance. What is importance of organic chemistry in pharmacy? Why a pharmacist have to study organic chemistry? So we have organic chemistry. We will study different types of compound reactions and different types of reaction mechanism and rearrangements. And you will also study in your next semester pharmacology. So you will study classes of drugs, mechanism of action, uses, adverse effects. These two subjects make your base to study in your final semester pharmaceutical medicinal chemistry, in which you study structure activity relationship. Okay, so from the organic point of view, you have to remember some structures and you will study different compounds like heterocyclic compounds which are present in different drugs. So it is very interesting. So what are your topics? You have to keep in mind that topics will be taught with special reference to their pharmaceutical application. So we will have heterocyclic chemistry, then we will study reaction mechanism. So these two are also your course outline. So we will try to finish these two topics before mid. And then we have reactive intermediate and free radicals. Then we have fourth and fifth point. These are some rearrangements of reactions. Okay, and then we have condensation reaction in the last. So we will try to manage everything in the class because you have to come 15 days and 15 days are off. So we will try to manage everything. If you don't understand anything, the first two lectures we will revise everything which I will taught you online. So what is heterocyclic chemistry? So we will study different compounds. Okay, these are heterocyclic compounds. You have to know what are cyclic compounds. Then it is very easy for you to know what are heterocyclic compounds. So these all are heterocyclic compounds. We will study in detail these compounds with special reference to pharmaceutical importance, their preparation and their properties. And then we have benzene ring, which is fused with 5 or 6 member ring. So these all compounds are present in drugs. So we will also study in which drug these are present. So you know open chain aliphatic compound, any carbon containing compound which do not form any ring or cycle is known as open chain or aliphatic compound, or maybe they are branch. You will see in the second it is branch. Okay, and then we have some compounds like carbon can bond single bond, double bond with each other, and they can also bond double bond with other atoms like oxygen and nitrogen. And now what is closed chain heterocyclic compounds? Closed chain compounds mean or cyclic compounds. So they are also known as cyclic compounds in which carbon form a cycle or a chain or a ring. Okay, so like in benzene, so it is a closed chain. And then question is, what are heterocyclic compounds? So for heterocyclic, the compound must be cyclic and it contain one atom other than carbon. Okay, one atom other than carbon. And I'm sorry that my slides are moving very fast automatically, so next time I will reduce the time. So a heterocyclic compound is a cyclic structure with two or more different kind of atoms in the ring. Okay, the heterocyclic compounds must contain at least one carbon atom. So it is essential for heterocyclic compound, it must have one carbon atom, and all atoms other than carbon and hydrogen are considered as heteroatom. Okay, so now there are two possibilities. One, the compound must be cyclic, so it must have a ring structure. Okay, second, it has one carbon at least. Okay, Third point, it must contain at least one heteroatom. Okay, any atom other than carbon and hydrogen are considered heteroatom, and the most commonly which we study in your syllabus, in your course outlines, are nitrogen, oxygen and sulfur. So there are some examples of heterocyclic compound: nucleic acid, DNA, RNA. So the nitrogen bases are nucleic acids, and we have nitrogen in the cycle mostly. And then majority of drugs have this structure. Most biomass, cellulose and related material like chlorophyll, and many natural and synthetic dyes also contain heterocyclic compounds. So these compounds we will study in detail. So now I will show you some compounds, which is pyrrole. It is 5-member ring. Okay, 1 from nitrogen, 2, 3, 4, 5. It contains 4 carbon, 1 nitrogen. Okay, and from this structure what you predict, that it also shows resonance. Okay, because the pi electrons are delocalized. So you already studied resonance and hybridization in your previous semester, so you have to revise this by yourself, and we will discuss about resonance and hybridization in our class. Okay, we will discuss with each other. Okay, so you have to revise this by yourself, and I think you will remember what is resonance and what is hybridization, because in this subject we will show the I will show you the compound, and you have to tell me that it shows resonance, it shows hybridization, what type of resonance it is, what type of hybridization is. You have to tell me what are these things. And then we have next compound which have oxygen. Okay, and then it also shows resonance. So this is the structure, this is a similar structure, you can write in both ways. And then we have thiophene with sulfur, and it also shows resonance. And then we have pyridine, which is 6-member ring. Okay, now pyridine is 6-member ring. The first 3 are 5-member ring. Okay, it has one heteroatom, which is nitrogen, and the other are carbon atom. And keep in mind, the definition is that heteroatom must be present in the ring. Okay, it is not like in a branch like phenol, okay, the benzene and the OH group. So it must be present in the ring. It is same structure of pyridine. And then we have pyrimidine. Okay, there are 2 nitrogen, 2 heteroatoms, so it is also heterocyclic. So now you have to remember, first condition, it must be cyclic. This compound is cyclic. Okay, it must contain at least 1 carbon. It contains 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. Okay, and it have to contain at least 1 heteroatom. It contains 2 atoms. So it is, by the definition of heterocyclic compound, it is a heterocyclic compound. And then this also shows resonance. Then we have pyrazine. So the position of nitrogen change from position 3 to 4. Then we have pyrazine. And then we have indole. So benzene ring is fused with one other ring. So what is this other ring? I already showed in my previous slide. The first compound, pyrrole. Benzene is fused with pyrrole. So like this type of molecule you will see in the drugs. Okay, so these are the small part of a drug. So if you see a structure of a drug, you will see the basic structure contain indole spores. So this is also how number of hydrogen and how you will show it. Then we have quinoline. Benzene ring is fused with some other atoms. So it is also heteroatom. So these all are heterocyclic compounds. And we will study these compounds in detail, their preparation, their synthesis, their physical properties, resonance, hybridization. Okay, so this is isoquinoline. And then I am very thankful for you for watching this video, and watch our next video in detail of pyrrole. Thank you very much.